Hey, kitty. It's my model building cat. Welcome back to part 3 of this model railroad layout build using scrap materials here. I'm hoping I'm going to get this done in this little part here. If not, maybe we'll run into a 4th part. But let me catch up to what we've been doing here. As you can see, everything's set and glued down before. The only thing I did off camera here is I did take some spray paint and kind of feather in some white up here for these snow-capped mountains. Now, I might put some snow on them, maybe, I don't know, we'll see. But what we're going to try to get to do is get all the turf down. I want to get some trees. Done here, which I cheated and bought some trees. There was more trees that came in there, but it was an assortment of sizes and scales. And these are the ones I picked out for this layout. So I cheated and bought, I think I got like 30-something trees. And there was a bunch of big ones, so I really only got a lot of little ones. And so these bigger ones will probably go out front, and these little ones to do the force perspective. Anyway, we're going to set these in. I got to put some turf down, and then we might even lay the tracks. And towards the end of this, I will show you pretty much what the tracks and what the train looks like. In the thumbnail, you've obviously seen it, but I wanted to just show you a little up front. And I got to do some work on the train or the engine itself, but we'll get to that. Other things I did a little off camera just to get ready. Sifted some dirt, some actual real dirt. We're going to use that for our road here. I kind of painted it in, then I got to thinking, it doesn't really look like I want it to. I mean, it would be fine for this type of project, but I want it to look a little more realistic. So we got some dirt for the road, and then general dirt around here. Like I said, I got some turf. We're going to do some other stuff. So, yeah, well, we'll pretty much get to it. What I want to do is also direct you, if you're chatting live, you hit that little $ down in the chat. That is the super chat. You can donate something to help these live streams along and help support the channel if you'd like. And it highlights your comment, so I see it. As usual, got my phone going, watching the live chat. So if you want to post a comment without using the super chat, you don't have to do that. By the way, that's only if you want to support. You can just chat. I'll read your comment. I'll respond to it with whatever you want to ask or comment. If you're watching this archived, leave a comment down in the description, what you liked, what you didn't like, what you thought I should have done, or maybe some tips and tricks. Like I said, the scope of this project is to spend little or nothing on the building of this. It's done with all materials that I already have, except for, like I said, I cheated and bought some trees rather than, I was going to make some, but I decided that's going to be labor intensive and take too many times of these live streams. I've already made 3 parts and I've been doing this once a week, so 3 weeks I've been working at this currently at the time of this recording. So anyway, enough of me rambling along. Let's kind of get started here. As you see, we have our river in here. Everything's set. Other thing I did buy, I guess I lied. I bought some trees, but like I said, this isn't something that I had laying around. Never used this product before. Researched it on the internet. There's a lot of other different ways to do water. This is Woodland Scenic's realistic water. I guess it's just ready to pour out of there. It's not a resin, 2-part resin like some of them, which I don't know, maybe I'll regret not using that. But anyway, we'll put this will be at the end because I got a lot of other things to do, and I may need to brush out the stream area that I don't want to encapsulate with this, because that's going to be clear. And then that'll have to dry, and then I'll use these water effects, this texturing, to make some white water and ripples and stuff, and that'll require a little artistry. So that's probably something I'll do off camera or in the next stream if we don't get it all done here. So what I'm going to start, and I'm going to have to turn this so I can see it better, but I'll try to show you what I'm doing here. Well, on the edge here, that you can see, I kind of started just so you get the idea. We're going to use this little bit of turf to look like trees and foliage that's really far away. For example, these really big trees are going to be up here, and then, like I said, stuff like this is down in the back. And granted, the train itself is going to wreck the perspective all to hell, but that's okay. This is just a fun project to see what I could do with really limited resources here and leftover paint stuff. So this is going to look like small trees up on this mountain here. So what I need to do here is, let me get out a cup, and I want to use I got two types of Mod Podge here. I got the satin, or that has no gloss, and then the gloss, which if I run out of the satin I can use it, but I don't want any gloss here. So I'm going to dump a little out. Now, granted, I should probably thin this, but I don't have any water handy. But that's okay. What we're going to try to do here is, now I'm just using a foam brush. You could use any kind of brush. Actually, possibly like a makeup brush would be better. But I'm going to try to put I want to just dab some glue in random places along the mountain here. And where my snow is, my timber line is going to be right about here, I think. So I'm going to have no trees above that. And I need to use a different brush. That one I was using earlier, and that glue's already sticking to it. So I'm just kind of gonna just dab this in, and I'll wait to go over there because that rock face, no trees are gonna grow on that. And that's the thing, you're telling a story. I've said this before. You're kind of telling a little story with the objects you're putting on here. So be random. Don't be too uniform, but then think about, where would the trees grow? Where would these little trees grow? Because some of them, they wouldn't grow right in the cracks there, but they'll grow on these flat areas that I created with my newspaper. It's kind of a paper mache. And the other thing is we can start just a little bit here, and and then always add a little more in later. And you don't have to work too fast at this, but of course you got to get the turf on before the glue dries. So anyway, just be working small areas, and that's looking pretty good there. Let me granted, this is turf, or supposed to be turf, but it's going to serve as trees that are really far away, and bushes, sagebrush, whatnot. Actually, when I took those out of the package, that's what I used, a little bit of leftover of that. And open that up. So put that over there, and I want to crumple this up a little bit. There's a little bit I can scrumple in there, scrunch in there. Let's see, and we can kind of just throw it in there, and then we'll blow away, pick up the excess later. You know, that's why, because it'll stick where the glue is, and of course it'll just we can brush and glue it away, or blow it away, blow it away. And you know what? We're gonna extra here. And then we're also gonna set this in with some some spray on glue. Basically, it's like more or less like white glue, just watered down in a spray bottle to kind of set everything in. So like this will probably just hold the main pieces in until I can set the other glue in. And you know, I'm really kind of liking that. Whoops, got a little bit of that. Yeah, that's the thing. You'll have to experiment here a little bit with your layout of things here. As you get closer, you know, you can make bigger clumps, and as you go up the hill, make smaller ones. Or you don't want them to be jutting out too much, because as the higher up you go in elevation, for those of you don't know, the smaller the trees, you know, get. They can't grow as tall because of the altitude. And I also have some other darker turf, which and stuff that I'm going to put in, that I'll sprinkle on too. That'll kind of fill in the cracks a little bit here too. Let's do a little bit of that. Well, let's see. Yeah, and you gotta be. I mean, I'm not being careful, but you get a little bit of the glue on your fingers, and then the little pieces want to stick to your fingers and not stick to the diorama. So, yeah. It's all water based, so it's all safe. Actually, let's do that. Put that there. Piece there. See, those are good. You could use, you know, popsicle stick or a little skewer or something to kind of, if you wanted to sort of touch it without, you know, without getting your fingers all. And I gotta turn it towards me because I gotta see what I'm doing here. Oh, that's too much. But let's see. Well, we got somebody in the chat here. We got oh, too late. I won. Yeah. Hey, what's going on? Kind of finally caught you live. Yeah, I go live. I don't have a set schedule. I probably should. That's what you're supposed to do if you're live streaming. But I just do it. You know, when I feel like it. Let's see. Actually, let's put some at the base here. Okay, I gotta spread a little more glue. See, that's the thing. If you just start small, and then because you could always add in later, it's somewhat hard to take away. You know, so. Start small. Let's see. Well, we can shove a big clump in there because we're base level here, and that'll kind of hide the base of my mountain here. That'll help sell that this isn't crumpled up newspaper on foam board. I mean, granted, the pros out there are probably laughing their butts off because like there's professional products. To achieve like this formable plaster paper cloth and stuff that, you know, and sculpt a mold. I know. I mean, things like that. So it's, you know, I'm not doing it right, exactly right. And you know, we're gonna kind of pour this on here. See how that works. I know you can't see exactly what I'm doing because I thought about running my 2 camera setup and you have an overhead shot so you guys could watch the overhead, but having kind of a picture-in-picture sometimes is can be a little jarring. Anyway, got BNSF 6599. What am I making? Okay, if you didn't see the title card or anything, we're making a model train. Well, I hesitate to even call it a model train because this is a $6 toy train in a tin, something you buy at like the dime store or the dollar store, you know, as a stocking stuffer kind of thing. And anyway, I decided I had leftover trash. This is foam board, newspaper, and leftover supplies, and I decided I'm gonna make a little diorama, a little model railroad layout. So that's what I'm making here, and I'm I'm gonna show you more. It's hard for me to work and have it pointed to the camera, and that's why I was talking about the 2-camera setup I thought about doing, but I've done it in other streams, and I've watched it back, and I'm like, you know, I don't really like the look of this. So, but feel free to donate in the super chat if you like what I'm doing here, or like the channel, like to see more. It helps me buy equipment and better equipment to make more videos, better videos. Like I said, I've been able to buy a new microphone because of viewers like you. So, you know, I appreciate it if you want to. It highlights your comment in the chat too, but I'll read it anyways. Guess it just gets you to make you feel a little more special, I guess. It's up to you. You can donate as little as $1, but it's totally up to you. I don't, like I said, I don't like to beg people to do it. I just want people to know the options there if they so choose. But yeah, it is a cool idea. I don't know, I get wild hairs to do this. I mean, I do everything from motorcycle stuff to a little bit of like kind of retro game stuff here. That's why I call it the Junk Man's Adventures, because which is probably not the best way to be on YouTube. I should be focused, you know, but it's my adventures in life, which is kind of cliche, but it's just the things I get interested in and enjoy doing, and I want to share them with the world, because I know there's other people out there that may get some enjoyment or not even enjoyment. You know, I do how-to videos, so and people, you know, learn how to help themselves, be a little more self-sufficient and such. So you know, if I can help someone get motivated to work on their own projects, I've succeeded. Okay. I'll show you. Turn it over. I really like what I got going on there. I got to add a little bit more in, but I like what I got going on in that side there. So I'm going to work on this other side over here. Going to dump a little bit of more Mod Podge out. Mod Podge or whatever. And then I'm going to sprinkle on. I'll have to get it out here. I better get it out here so I have it ready for myself. Well, that's right. I got some of these little jobbies. We'll find a place for that. Put some happy little bushes in there. Oh, there it is. There we go. Got that small turf. Oh yeah, my buttercups, or what it'll look like, buttercups or dandelions. I'm gonna call them buttercups. I hate dandelions. Most people do too. Anyway, quit yakking. I gotta get to work. Okay, let's see. You gotta make those sounds, otherwise it doesn't work right. Yeah, no. Now I'm just being silly. Okay. But that's why I like your channel. I can relate so much with you. Well, actually, guys and gals, now, granted, when this is archived, but that video will be archived too. I got a gentleman in the chat here that we're going to do, I don't know when exactly, but we're going to do a little collaboration stream and such. He's going to join in here, and we're just going to, I don't know what we're going to talk about yet, but just stuff we're interested in, and, you know, I'd like you to run over and subscribe to his channel. It's called Too Late I Won Organized Chaos. I always like to give out shout-outs to other channels that I watch and enjoy. And like I said, his videos are a little bit random like mine, and he has produced some kind of little tips, trick videos on just all different kinds of stuff. I don't even know how to categorize it. That's the thing. There's kind of something for everyone out there. He's just doing this for fun, just like me. I mean, just a hobby that I like to share with the world, I guess. I mean, YouTube itself, creating the videos. If you follow me on like Instagram or Twitter, you'll see that I'm working on, as of this video, I'm working on the script for my next video and ideas, outline, whatnot. I like to put pen to paper. I kind of do it the old-fashioned way to get started. I just find the ideas don't flow or can't make my fingers, and I'm a pretty good I'm a pretty good typer, actually. I'm a pretty fast typer. I can't remember exactly what my word per minute is, but it's actually really good. But I can't seem to put my ideas, get my fingers moving as fast as my brain when I'm trying to type it out on a keyboard. And actually, a lot of my videos can be very impromptu as well, but I do script, or at least bare minimum, I almost always outline. I may not always script, but I will almost always outline my videos, so I can get things in the right, the topics in the right order and things. And so, in theory, they come out a little more coherent. And then I ad-lib the actual dialogue, but I've done a few large projects for myself. I mean, and actually that I've done for other companies and stuff in the past. Some, I guess you'd call it sponsored content. They hired me to, make a few videos, and those are out there on their sites. Which is pretty cool. I never thought I'd ever do that in my life. That's purely just for fun. I don't solicit business like that, because it's kind of, I don't know. That can become a full-time job just right there, and like I said, it might take some of the fun out of it. So when people come to me, I evaluate how much time I'm going to have to do, and then, and it's not about the money. I mean, they can throw money at me and I'll still turn it down because it's just like, geez, what they're asking for is just something I either don't believe in, product-wise or whatever. Just don't believe in it enough, and and it just, or what they're asking for, even though they're paying me, just is something like, I just don't know if I could complete a quality product, and so I don't want to take somebody's money and not deliver something that I'm proud of myself. So I've turned down more than I've accepted in that respect. Okay. Let's put a couple trees up there. I'm almost thinking let's put a couple up there, just a touch high, and then you know what, I'll dust those with a little bit of white paint. I'll show this around, I'll spin this around so you guys can see what I'm looking at here. But yeah, I'll put a couple up there and I'll dust them with some white paint later, after everything's set up, and look like these are some trees that got really brave and decided to grow just above timberline there. Yeah, some pretty brave trees up there. They're just hanging on for dear life up there. They're like, ah, don't fall, no. Oh wait, I gotta put a clump of trees here. I also, on my website, I made some videos on it, but the pictures tell more than the video. But I also have done some model building, some real detailed weathered model building of some like, I did one a semi truck replicating a real truck that we have on the farm, and did that in 1/16 scale, all weathered up and everything. Okay, this is what I have so far. Here's the trees up here. I'll kind of just dust those because a little bit of snow, and then down in the valley we're okay. I'm pretty happy with this. I think what I'm going to take now is it's kind of a grayer dusting, and you know what, I can probably do it here just to tone things out, and I might put a little more on even after I put the spray glue. And this little bottle is really just watered down like Elmer's glue, basically. But I'll pour it on fairly liberally. That'll fill in there and kind of darken up some spots and just add a little extra, you know, either look like little bushes or just sagebrush. I don't know, other stuff like that. I mean, I'm gonna use more of this down on the floor along with my turf, and then of course I don't want some of this. I don't want in the riverbed, so we're gonna have to take care of that after the fact. Okay, so I'll help like bust up some of the lines. I mean, in theory, and I got my little cave back here. I don't have any figurines. I was gonna buy some. But I was thinking I might add that later. Like I said, on my website is going to be the finished pictures of the absolute final finished product. So, you know, good high quality shots. I mean, but anyway, there we go. That's set in. I'm really kind of liking that. Yeah, I got some other comments in here. I'll just pause for just a second here. Let's see. Oh, Josh, yes, that truck was awesome. Yeah, listen to him. Go over to my website. It's a 1/16 scale Kenworth W900. Actually, it's probably easier to just Google 1/16 scale Kenworth W900. It'll come up in an image search, or probably the first or second thing. If you put the Junkman on it, it'll definitely be the first one. But so yeah, and too late. I won is in here saying, "Oh, your oldest son for 6th grade ended your project did a Mayan temple and did alpacos. He painted them green. Then he used model train trees like that with my moss growing on the temple. It turned out really well. I'd like to see a picture of that, or well, since you're making videos, make a video about that. And you guys watching archived, go over to his channel and check that out. If he makes that video, I'll do my darndest to share it on my social media so people see it, because this is what I like, is stuff is hopefully, I mean, he already made it, but you know, somebody gets inspired to, you know, attempt something and do it better than me. I mean, I'm nobody special. I'm nobody special here, you know. Okay. Blowing on it there, just kind of get rid of the rest. Okay, I'm liking what I got there. Say mine's easily okay. Reminds you of detailed people in battle scenes. Yeah, you know, I'm not into those kind of diorama stuff, but at the hobby shops and stuff, I like to look at them because I can appreciate the work that goes into it, even though it's not the kind of medium I like to work in, and subject matter. I can sure appreciate the effort and the attention to detail, and those those are amazing. I don't know. I find this stuff very therapeutic sometimes. And like I think I said in another stream, and somebody, well, I mentioned that somebody in my very first stream commented that I'm kind of like the Bob Ross of model building here, sort of, with my happy little trees. And because I think it was in reference to I was saying how you know, well, you're telling a story with inanimate objects and such. And okay, what I'm doing in here is, first I'm just going to lay in the tracks. We're going to have some. Now, I mean, I did paint some in, so at least when this dries, this glue dries clear, by the way, or if you didn't know. This is going to kind of be some rutted up tracks, because if you weren't watching the first stream, I have this little, I mean, it's not a Matchbox, it's a Tamika, and actually I got a little flare-side Chevy truck I kind of like, and it's a little bit smaller scale, so it'll fit in here. And then actually this came off of a different brand, but it's a little slide-in camper, and it fits, and to me looks really good. I don't know, I'm of the era, you know, of an age or whatever where, you know, I mean, I know slide-in campers are still a deal, but now trucks are heavier duty and things and more. But something like this was very common where I grew up and seeing, so it's kind of what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to weather it just a little bit, but that might be a video on its own. I'll set him out here so you can watch, so you can be ready to drive in there. But anyway, he's going to be fishing in the stream here. I don't have a little fisherman guy, but I might get one. Oh, I know. Other thing is, and I did this beforehand, got a little culvert because the train tracks are going to go over it. And I'm going to put a little bit of glue in there because I'm going to sift some dirt, and I want the dirt to lay in there, look, you know, look like they just laid this in there and then built the train tracks over it. So, all right. So what we can do here, and I wish I had a small spoon. It's one of the things I don't have handy. I mean, I could go get something. Okay, look at I can use my fingers. And I got, this is just out of the garden, couple different shades of dirt, and you know, we're gonna go in that and then we'll lock this in, of course, with a little bit of scene glue. Put that. Just kind of tease it into exactly where you want. Oh man, I like the look of that. It's real varied in color. It's hard for you to see on camera. That's why I'm going to take some high quality shots of this. They'll be on my website when this is completely done. But anyway, I know I got some comments going in here. It says, I should have, but I already basically threw it away. He had his room and I stepped on it and wound up throwing it away. Oh, darn. Okay. Yeah, well, that's too bad. That's too bad. But I mean, it was just a school project. But you know what? Maybe your son, or you, for that matter, will be inspired to do a project like this. Let's see. Let's get some of that brown. After seeing this, I'd enjoy it. I know. Okay. I want to make it look like this little fisherman. He comes back here a lot, or this is a known fishing spot and camping spot, and he drives his truck back here. And so back here, it's all, you know, pounded in the ground, and it's all dirt. And then the rest here, you know, he's made this track here. There's a little. I use that layer. Okay. So, you know, he cut this in, and this is his secret fishing spot that he's been fishing in like 20 years or something. So that's why it's pretty well, the track's pretty well worn in, and back here where he parks his pickup and such is, I might even, gosh, if I got some plastic sprue and such from my other model stuff. I could maybe make a little like camping ring or something, or I don't know. Maybe I need I don't know. Maybe I need a little campfire. I gotta think a little bit how I would want to actually make that. I'm sure if I Google it, I could come up with an idea. Okay, let's make sure we get those covered in here. And then yeah, and actually with the little bit of paint I put underneath, and when I put the turf on it, it'll help set it in here. And then we'll get to setting. Like I said, I'm really just working here and trying to get this set in here. Yeah, okay. Let's okay, I think I got most of that on the glue here. Yeah. Alright. I'm really excited to see how this water pours. Either it'll work really good or it won't work very good at all. Okay. I'll let that set. Actually, I'll let that set a little, and then we'll kind of blow it off a little. But anyway, I mean, we're gonna blow this off so it'll be less uniform. But anyway, yeah, there's where our little camper guy. He's gonna set something like that, So that'll be cool. All right, what do we got here going on? Where do you get good models these days? It used to be everywhere, but well, hobby stores and Hobby Lobby has a good selection, but Amazon, there's some hobby-specific websites. Get them, you know, if you want different subject matter. It says Too Late says, "Wow, that W900 1/16 scale model is amazing. I'll have to take time to really look at the detail. It turned out really nice." Yeah, I had a lot of fun with that. I don't remember how long it took me. I mean, a couple months working on it here and there. I think I have a picture, should have a picture of the real McCoy, the real truck, and that I was replicating. And yeah, actually there is so much detail in there. Some of it is actually covered up. I mean, you have to check out the pictures of the interior because, I mean, detailed the engine. I even kind of wired and plumbed it a little bit. You know what? I just realized I need to put my trees along here. That's what this stuff's for. Let me, before I can lay my turf down, I almost forgot. I have to. That's why I built up these little parks here, because I just wanted some different layers of something. But yeah, that and then along with that well, yeah, the weight slips, yep, from the elevator because it hauls grain. So yes, those are the weight slips. Yeah, they're on the dash on a little spring clip, magnetic spring clip, just like in real life. Yeah, I made scratch built the little spring clip. I mean, scratch built a lot of little things on there because that truck also has what they call a wet kit, or it's got PTO, so you can run a hydraulic pump to raise and lower different hydraulics. Because that truck also we have a Landau traveling axle tilt bed trailer for hauling a machinery. I mean, it's all on the website there. I think people get a kick out of it. So if you haven't seen that, go check it out. Yeah, there's so much to talk about with it. Because the kit I used was like I mean, it's a W900 obviously, but the kit, which there's a picture if you build it to the box, looks like it's like, you know, it's an you know, it's more of an over-the-road truck with the deluxe sleeper, which ours had a sleeper but not the deluxe, and we took it off because around the farm, you don't, you know, it's not going long trips. It's designed for short trip, heavy, kind of heavy haul, I guess you could sort of. You know, that's that. So I had to, you know, modify the cab because the way the model kit's built is it's assuming you're going to put the sleeper on. Well, I wasn't, so I had to cut in a back window. I had to make something that looked like a window. I had to finish like the backs of the seats. Just stuff that, you know, stuff that you don't think about until you get in there, and it's like, oh, you know, when you're modifying kit. I mean, it's a light kit bash. It's not as involved as you know, some real heavy, like, I wasn't taking a lot from other model kits. I did scratch build a lot of other little stuff. You know, I got little got the air hoses and all that kind of stuff on the back. You know, grease on the fifth wheel and all that kind of stuff. Oh, you tried to put a link to YouTube. Yeah, yeah, my moderator would have to approve that. Yeah, that's set on by default. Because sometimes I do get, not trolls, but they're bots that spam streams. Not just me. I mean, this is like all over YouTube kind of thing. And they get marked, and so anything basically with a link gets marked as spam unless, like I said, my moderator approves it. So if my moderator is watching, i.e. Katie, if you're watching or listening, approve Too Late I Won's link, whatever it is. Preferably, hopefully, it's to his channel, so people can go find him. Let it go in the chat, please. I can't do the moderating from where I'm sitting. Sometimes when I'm at my workbench and I have my camera set up there, I can run the chat. I can run my stream software. This I hit go, and then it takes me a little bit to get down here and down here to the basement, and then start working. So I'm not in front of it like that. So otherwise, we're gonna do, me and you, we're gonna get together soon here and have our own stream. So people will get to know your channel soon enough, but and I want to get that done. So, and you guys watching this archived, check for an archive video of this, or if it hasn't happened yet, be watching for the next live stream. Like I said, we're gonna talk about just things we're interested in, which is kind of stuff like this, actually. So, like I said, always liked, and I'm not a big YouTuber at all. Although some people think, oh man, you got 14,000 or am I approaching 15,000 subscriber or whatever, and I got 7, almost 8 million views. But I'm not a PewDiePie. I'm not a big YouTuber. Like I said, I don't get the traffic any of those do. So we all got to help out each other, and what little bit I can, I try to. And I have fun. I have just fun talking with other like-minded people. All right. I know it's kind of boring because I'm setting this stuff in, but I almost forgot to do this before I started in on the next step. But we're getting there, folks. We're getting there. All right. Yeah, I'm liking that. I am liking that. It's going to be pretty good. And I have a faint outline of my... Okay, I got a faint outline. Okay, I still got it. Well, actually, let's... Okay, I need to... Yeah, that's going to... Actually, you know what? Happy little accident. I blew some of this dirt over here. You know what? I really like that. I like that texture in there, especially because this is close to the ground. Yeah. Happy little accident. I didn't actually mean to do what I was doing, but that, yeah, I like that. Title this video, Man Blows on Dirt. Okay, let's spin it around here so you can see where we're going here, what we got. Okay, kind of brushed away with dirt here. So yeah, so you got our little path going there. Put a little on here. Train tracks are going to go in here, around over that. So pretty good here. What do we got going on? Yep. Shoot the breeze. Bigger odds than better. The best channels are small to medium. I agree. I mean, of course, the bigger ones that are doing it, you know, as a job, and I commend them that they're doing it because, God, I know what time I spend on what little I produce, and my God, they got to be working like 80 hours a week. I wouldn't want to. I don't think I'd enjoy it, to be honest, if I did this full time, you know. But but I agree. But when they're doing it full time, they're totally invested. They have higher, you know, generally have high production values, which is nice. And that does say, you know, go for something here. Okay, now we're ready to. I'll try to make it. Hopefully, you guys are kind of seeing what I got going on here a little bit, even though I got to point it away. I want to start putting some turf down. I'm going to try to stay away from where my tracks are. My train tracks are going to lay because they need to be flat. And really, that's what, to be honest, going back, that is really what prompted this whole build is, well, this is building for my son, actually, who He's little, but he liked to watch this little train. I mean, it's just a dirt cheap train. My wife got it for me like 5 years ago, actually, before we had kids. And anyway, he liked watching it, but like it had to be on the table on a very hard surface to run right. But then the tracks moved around, and well, it runs pretty good. It derails. The tracks need to be fixed up. And so I thought, wait a minute, I got these foam board. I'll just glue it to that, be done with it. We can put it up in his closet and get it down when he wants to look and play with it, or look at it, play with it, whatever. Mostly look at it. He just likes to look at it. But anyway, and then I thought, well, wait a minute, I got all this leftover stuff. Why don't I just build a kind of a, you know, a makeshift, you know, layout? So that's, that's what we're doing here. I'm gonna try to keep this right on the edge here, and because I'll add a little dirt along the edge here, and I want to, and you know, the thing is with this, don't have to be perfect. You can honestly, a little slop helps the realism a little bit. So, but you just got to think about what does real life look like, because that's what you want to. That's what you're imitating here. So, and we're gonna put some turf or grass. I mean, again, this is something that's like I could have. can make some of these some grass outcroppings and this and that. But the scope of this project, I mean, already the train itself, and I'll show it to you here, and you'll see it in the finished product, and that'll probably be a video, but also, of course, like I said, that'll be in pictures too. Is cheap. Well, let me just get it. It doesn't. I mean, it doesn't look real. I mean, I'm going to do some weathering on it, but I mean, there you go. And here's the cars. I mean, ridiculously cheap. The body comes off because the battery's in there. One AA battery. I mean, it runs really fast, but anyway, that's the train itself. And the track is pretty chintzy too, but when you glue it down, it'll be pretty good. It'll, like I said, we're gonna set it across there and here. So whatever. I mean, I'm gonna weather it up, make it look as real as possible. Honestly, that's the part I think will be the easiest. To me, this is the harder part because you know, I don't have the professional supplies, but it's not that I haven't done this before. I used to model railroad when I was younger. Before I discovered girls, all that stuff, you know, that cliche. But okay, I should probably stop there and get some. Okay, now I want more greenery. There's a greener turf. But anyway, that I already kind of know what I'm doing as far as what I need to do to make it look like I said, it's going to be black, and I'll probably letter it a little. And okay, let's. This is pretty green grass, but we're down in a valley, so usually, you know, grass is green, pretty green down there. But now let's. Oops. All right. Spread that around there. Clump too much. Might have to add a little bit more, but we're gonna get some trees in here, of course, too, and that'll help it. Okay, I like that. Let's do this darker stuff though. Some darker stuff going on here. Let's put the darker stuff along here actually. It's set back in there so it won't be as bright. It's another thing with forced perspective is your background, you know, you're going to have more shadows, so you want to have it darker. It's one thing I've picked up from other people here. But okay, let's kick that around a little bit. Good thing here, like with this dirt road here, the less uniform it is, the better it'll look like real dirt tracks and stuff here. And then we're going to set this in, of course, with some glue, so not a problem if we don't get everything the way we want. And actually doing this kind of rolls the turf up and can make it look like little bushes and clumps of grass and stuff. And okay, something I want to do here too is I want to sprinkle a little bit of this dirt along the edge here. And then we'll just tease it with the brush a little here. I don't want it too uniform down here. And I don't worry about getting any down in there. I'll blow it out. I could get the vacuum, but I'm not going to even go to that. I'm not even going to go to that too much trouble. And let's put some little, let's dig in here for some like more darker dirt. Yeah, there we go. And there's that. Put some more. Let's get some more in there. Oh man, I am liking that. All right, let's keep up with that. Let's see. Holy, what do we got here? Okay. Yeah, holy cow. Yeah, my moderator. Yeah, my little toddler's only gonna care that the train is moving around the tracks. But as he gets older, he'll appreciate it. And that's like with, you know, I don't know who's all been following what, but that's with my toy restorations. Those are all for him to play. You know, getting them back into working order, into like new condition. And I mean, he's gonna scratch them up. That's fine. I scratched them up. They were my dad's, most of them, except for my dump truck, my Tonka truck. And I was like, you know, they're a toy. They're meant for play, and you know, every scratch is a memory. So that's why you've been seeing a lot of the toy restorations for those of you out there, and why I have so many, because it's like, well, it's what I'm working on, and you know what? Some people might get some tips. They have their old toys. Either they want to give to their son, grandson, whatever, or just as a shelf sitter. You know, hopefully maybe somebody will learn something, some tips on how to restore those. So you know, that's what it's all. It's what I do. That's what basically I do all this for. Okay, I need to. Let's get some glue going here. And my kitty cat's under my feet here. You probably hear a bell jingling. She likes to be around me when I'm working on things. Hopefully she won't jump on the table, because she's going to get her paws in this glue, which sucks to be her, but it's fun. On these kind of laid back streams, I like to have her just in here with me. When I'm actually filming, you know, more of an edited video, I keep the cats away. It's a little unprofessional that way, because they're not really part of the video, and they usually just get in the way anyway. Like when I'm working on a car or something, she hops up into the engine bay and lays on the engine. Or with one of my cars, you know, they got those little access panels in the side fenders. She crawled into the inner fender and went to sleep. You know, thank God I actually remembered she was in there before I closed up the hood and everything. But well, you know what? I'm looking at the chat here, and you can do the chat replay for people. This train actually will do a mini burnout on the tracks with that AA battery. That's how kind of. Let's put. I just decided. Let's. I mean, we're gonna have some trees in here, but let's just put some of this bush stuff in here too. Why the heck not? You know. Why the heck not? I got it. I got plenty of it. Like I said, I bought this for some other project I did. I can't even remember now. or it came with. Oh, I know oh, yeah. Actually, it came with the base, the diorama base for my Dukes of Hazzard diorama, which you can find that on my website too. Actually, too late. You get a kick out of that. That was another build it out of junk. Except for I bought the base and it came with these supplies and stuff. So that's part. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you better go check that out. You'll laugh at that. I don't have it handy, otherwise I'd just come and I grab it and show it off here. But yeah, yeah, it's in a blog posting of mine. But the Dukes of Hazzard moment of impact, or Dukes of Hazzard behind the scenes, that's it, moment of impact. That might give you an idea of the kind of subject matter or whatever. But you'll laugh at that. And whoever's watching this better go check that out. Actually, no, I don't have a video on that. I didn't film the video. Yeah, that's all just pictures and such. Yeah, if you Google that, you'll laugh at that one too. That was again another. I had built the General Lee when I was my teens or whatever, plastic model. Glue was kind of falling apart because as old model glue does, it dries up and well, at least that model cement. I got some better glues that don't do that do now, but I didn't know that then, and that's just what comes with. And when at that age, you don't know. Built the General Lee when it was falling apart. Actually, it was falling apart, and then I actually dropped it, and it kind of just almost exploded. So I half put it back together, and I was like, you know what? I will use this as a little diorama. So it became subject matter for a small model or diorama. And you'll laugh. Okay. So I just checked the chat here, so you checked it out. Yeah, the cameras. Well, like I said, it's behind the scenes, and it's replicate. Actually, I think I put a picture of the wrecked General that did a similar jump, and that's what I was replicating. It's like, well, that's what they would have done. They would have had the cameras off to the side and all that to film for the episode, and there it is. So yeah, it's generally just at the moment of impact as it's crumpling the front fender and crumpling the hood. See, the hood had fell off and the wheels had fell off, and it was missing some other stuff. So I was like, okay, I will just we'll just turn this into a General that's going to need repair after filming the scene. And that's it. That's not much to say about it other than that. This is a little more tedious than I thought, but we're getting there. I just got a couple more sections here to do, and then I'm going to call that good, and then we can start planting our trees. And I'm afraid this is going to run into a fourth part. I kind of thought I was going to be able to get where I wanted to be, but I'm seeing that just not gonna get there. Yeah, okay. Let's get let's see. Okay, mud puddle that I'm going to create here. I want to get to the water pour, which I think I will. I think I will be able to get to that. Actually, so let's. All right. Yeah. Well, I'm glad somebody likes some of the stuff I do. It's kind of weird why I do it, but it's, I don't know, mentally stimulating. Yeah, I don't know, it keeps my hands busy. I guess, I don't know, it's kind of that thing, it's like, you know, idle hands are the devil's playthings. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, there we go. Running out of Mod Podge, or the matte stuff. But I just got only this much to do anyway. Yep. And then, yeah, then we'll plant some trees, and then we'll do our water pour, and I think we'll call it good. So I'm not done yet, but we're gonna, what that means to see, because the water pour takes honestly a couple days to like fully cure. So I mean, so that's kind of, just randomly put some. Let's get some. Let's get a little bush there or something. But yeah, I think we're going to have a fourth stream here. I didn't know how many parts it was going to take. I mean, I could just say this is the last and then just be like, make a finished video. What I'm going to do is I'm going to download these streams and then just time-lapse, cut out some of the not so great stuff, and time-lapse it down to whatever it time-lapses down to. So, you know, you can have a kind of a time lapse. So people who want to watch but don't want to have to, because I'm stopping here, reading your comments, and I sure appreciate that. But if I time lapse that, it's like, well, that's kind of boring. So, so you'll at the total end, complete end of this, there will be one video that can kind of show everything that's going on here. So, and I know a lot of people who don't know me very well, or who even know me, don't totally understand why I do this, and I still to a certain extent still struggle with an answer, and that's kind of on the next live stream that I wanted to collab with this YouTuber that's watching right now. Too Late I Won, Organized Chaos. That's something I think we'll segue into. We might something we might talk about, because I don't know. Sometimes I wonder myself, why in the heck do I think about this stuff? Why do I get these ideas? Why do I get so obsessed with these ideas, and why do I follow through? Why do I then end up following through? Because I feel a lot of people, they have these kind of similar ideas too, but then they just, you know, somehow they can turn their brain off and you know, just leave it be. And I have a very hard time doing that. I don't know. Maybe I'm slightly autistic. I don't know. I can't believe I just said that, but I don't know. I wonder sometimes. Maybe I'm a high-functioning autistic. I don't know. You guys out there, what do you think? If you're still watching. I don't know. That's something, like I said, it's something I don't even understand about myself sometimes. I like details. I like this stuff. But putting the details in. And yes, I can't leave things stock or alone, but you know, yeah, because this would have been perfectly fine. Just glue down to the board blue, or paint the board black or gray or green, and be done with it. God, why did I go through all this? Why am I going through all this? I can't answer that. I don't know. I know it drives my wife batty, but for some reason, but I know she understands it on a certain level. Because honestly, there's things she is, you know, similar to, but it's like, I don't know. Okay. Let's mix that in here. Okay. All right. For the most part, I'm going to call this done. Well, no. I forgot. We're gonna. I wanted to use this yellow foam is what it is. Really is what it is. But it could look like dandelions. It could look like I said, I want to maybe look like some buttercups or something. And you know what we're gonna do here? I'm gonna start spraying our scene glue. And I'll spin it around so you can see, don't worry. Let's put it on the edges here. The pumper's not working so hot. Alright, we're just gonna, boy, we don't, with this stuff, a dab will do you, because just want to add a little bit of other contrast to it, to the color here. You know, it can look like old whatever. Yeah, you know what, we're gonna have to shoot a little bit in here. Not shoot too much up in here, but just tap it easy. And I need to. Put a little bit. They're growing in the path a little bit here. Let's put those in. All right. I can put a few over here. These aren't going to grow too close to the base of the mountain. That's why we're being very deliberate about where we're putting them here. So that's part of the fun of this, is thinking about how nature actually works. Yeah, he should have live streamed that. Okay, well, I gotta shoot my scene glue all over it to sort of set things in. But wow, I'm liking this. Yeah, here's what we got going on. So, so yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're gonna start putting some trees down. I want to just. I need to get my glue, which is not working. There it is. I don't know, something. There we go. Phone away from that there. This helps set everything in. I mean, honestly, the pros, and I should spray with alcohol first. It helps it penetrate a little, but I'll be honest, this will be fine. This will set in. Oops. This will dry clear, you won't even see it, so. All right. Mix up some more of that. All right, yeah. But yeah. All right. Now. Got a little of that in there. Okay, so for the time being, I'm done with the kind of shrubbery. This stuff. See, since I got that seam glue on there, let's. Actually, we can. Actually, that's better. Put some of this darker stuff in between things here. Yeah, that'll help. That helps kind of push that. It kind of pushes our perspective back a little. Get some. Makes those rocks less kind of sitting out there. Okay. All right. Let's start planting some trees, and I need. Oh, good. There's a toothpick. I'm gonna need that. Okay. Let's move the dirt over here. I gotta move some junk around. Okay. A little assortment of trees, and I got the big ones and the little ones. Might actually put little Mr. Camper here, because he's gonna help me determine. Oops, let's put it. I gotta glue this on, because like I said, it didn't come with it. Mr. Camper there sits something like that. Okay, I'm gonna start with these little trees. Here we go, and I don't know. I guess I don't know. One of these guys, these little guys. He seems like he. And because it's foam board, I can just set it in there. he looks like he wants to live over there. And little guy, another one of these little guys, right? Where did I put that hole? He looks like he wants to live right over here. The base. Yeah, let's punch him down a little. Yeah, okay. Let's spin him there. Yeah, there we go. And that. And right here. I wish I had a few more of these little trees. That's one thing I just bought these on a whim. It didn't really say how many I got of each one. I got a lot of the bigger ones that'll work good for something else I got planned, but just not right. Not for this exactly. So put this guy. Let's see here. Where did I put the hole there? Let's see. Hopefully that guy. Yeah, he's not too close to the train. Okay. These little things. Let's this little guy. He seems like he wants to be. This guy wants to be near the river. Sorta. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, I like those have a little bit different shade. Let's put this guy by this rock. That'll he's kind of sad and broken. He's kind of tipping over there a little bit. That's okay. That's okay. He's got a little friend by the rock there. Let's how about right there? That looks like a good place. This guy, he's kind of a loner. Just out in the middle there, sorta. Alright. Alright. These guys are a little bit taller, so they're a little bit closer. Put these guys over here. Woo! Yeah. Let's see if we can. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's all right. This guy, he's a big guy. Let's how does he look to that? Nah, he needs to be a little bit closer though. So we'll just put him right here. You know what? We need to make a little bit bigger hole for that guy. Trunk of this tree, he's an old tree, he's an old man. Okay. Yeah, I'm liking that. Okay. Now these little guys, yeah, those, yeah, that's these guys. We're gonna park them right here. Pretend like this camper guy when he first started coming here, that tree was just a little sapling, and now it's a big tree, and now it kind of shades his air conditioner there. Same with this guy over here. He can be another one. Really old tree. This guy was a little taller, a little older. See, hopefully that ain't too close to the tracks. That guy might have to get moved, but we'll leave him. We'll leave him there. Yeah, we pretend like this guy was like this tall when this guy started coming here. Now he's growing up here, and this guy was about that tall when he started coming. So, and this tree, this little guy here, let's just say he kind of lives in this clump of bushes here. Kind of needs some friends there. And there's like, yeah. So that's right. Yeah. Okay. How about, you know what? Let's put one right over here. This will be a tree if I get an actual fisherman. We'll pretend he's sleeping right now. Fish aren't biting, so he's taking a break. He'll be if I get a figurine or something, we'll put him under this tree here, sitting on the bank of the water. Which, okay, yeah, tuck him right back in there. Yeah, he can just barely. Yeah, I don't know how he turned around and got that way, but maybe he backs all the way in there. I don't know. I should have thought of that before I started planting these trees. Okay, this little tree on the other side here, we can have, as long as it, yeah, there we go. Let's see here. Okay, he's a little leaning tree here. Okay, this is a bigger tree, so this is we're gonna have him sit over here, because he's closer to us. Yeah. Same with this tree. Yeah, he's really close. So he'll sit right here. Guys like that, and these two, because they're so big, well, we're gonna sit right here on the edge here for sure. Yeah, because yeah, so they're so big, they're right up next to us, because we're looking through here. Actually, that kind of works. I'm surprised. Okay, let's see. I don't know. These other two trees are kind of big. I don't know. I pulled them out thinking I'd use them, but I will. I'm going to use one at least here. And put them in a hammock. You know, there are some little ones, sleeping guys. I might do that. I might do that. I don't know, I kind of want him fishing, but okay. Let's just see. I don't know. I got these trees. I feel like I should use them. I mean, how about that one? You know, that one could go right over here, honestly, and it wouldn't look bad. Kind of fool your eye a little bit for this tunnel over here, which I still gotta. I just realized I gotta do a little bit of work there. Let's see. Do I want to put one? Nah, I don't think I want to put one there. Okay. You know, I have this lichen, but I don't know what I want to do with it. Maybe. Yeah, I can always put that in later. All right, guys. Okay, I'm not going to use those two trees. They're just too out of place, I think. Okay. Here's what we got. There's what we got. I mean, I may have to get some more of these little trees. Seems like we need a few more. I really like these, but I only had 2 of them. Could put a few more, but I don't know. Is this stupid or not? I can't tell. I'm going with it though. Oh, one thing I thought is I had some marble chips I might put up here because they're like snow-covered rocks. Before I do my pour, and I'm going to set those in so they're just super glue here. Oh, well, here's one right here, dumbass. And this will set up quick, and then I'm excited to get this pour done. I hope it does. I hope it definitely. I hope it works the way I intend it to. I mean, it should. Said the reviews say it's pretty good. Some people say it takes a while to set up, but I guess we'll find out. Let's see, let's just do one like that. Because this is like, if you weren't watching the beginning one, part one of this, this is like a high mountain pond, and that's what it is. I hope this stuff doesn't react with this glue up here, but it's all fixable if it doesn't work. Okay, I got a glue there. Okay. All right. We're gonna move our little camper guy though, because he's got to get finished. Great job. You like? Thank you. You like it? I don't know. I was a little skeptical myself, honestly. I wasn't sure I liked it yet. Okay. I don't know. Let's put these back here in this bag of rocks. Okay, I don't know. This stuff is not as viscous as I thought. And apparently you just, no mixing, dries clear, self-leveling, minimal shrinkage, water soluble. Okay, and at the beginning, I have this water effects, which is a real, basically it's a real thick white glue, sort of, and you can tease it up into some ripples to make white water and stuff. And that's why, because I wanted a waterfall in here. So, but we're gonna see how this stuff works. Oh, okay. Oh, well, this'll work. Okay. I gotta be very careful with this pour, though. Let it. I need. Okay. Here's a sock as a. Okay. Oh, good. It's running down exactly. You know what? You guys will have to see this. I mean, it's gonna be hard to see until it all gets completely finished here, but it's running exactly like I want it. I want to get okay. I don't really want to cover those rocks too much, but I'm gonna probably make out of grind up some packing peanuts or something and pour snow, some texture for snow up here, and then it'll go in there. Oop, we got a little bit of a leak, but that's okay. All right, that's working pretty good. Let's see if it's kind of just taking the natural path, which is what I wanted. Yeah, there, and then we dump out there. Oh, you know what? Well, it's not going to get there because it's level. Something I forgot to do is the end of the river here. I need to I need to block it off because I want it to like I said, I want to pour clear out to here, so hopefully it won't leak out. So just use a little bit of masking tape, and with any luck I can pour to there. Okay, but yeah, if you guys can sort of see that, I mean, it's going to dry clear and you're going to see everything, but it'll be shiny. And then I'm going to add I'll add some like I said, I'll add some white water, or the scenic, and there we go. Come on, flow into my culvert there. Okay. this out into something else. Okay. Just to make it easier on myself. Okay. Hopefully that doesn't leak out there. But okay. That'll look pretty good. Actually, I see something. Water's kind of leaking into my cave. So it did leak through somewhere, but that's okay. Actually, that's like perfect though. Actually, that's okay, you know. What I need is, oh, I know what I can do. I have these little solo cups. What I was thinking here. Pour it out, and okay, I gotta go camera real quick. Okay, I have this little syringe, and I wanted to have a little pool here. I like this river flooded, and I think like this river flooded, and then it left that little pool there. Yeah. Put some of that there. Do that. Yeah, that's not bad. And oh, I guess it's leaking just a little there, but you know what? That might be okay. That might be okay. Okay. Boy, I kind of like that. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. I could have tinted this, and I honestly thought, but I kind of, I kind of put the base of the water as the color I wanted to look, to add some depth. Yeah, let's see. Like I said, I have a little leak there, but that's okay. And that's leaking out there, but I think it'll. Okay. Well, I can't use this stuff yet, but I want to make some. A little white water down here and whatnot, but okay, let me put a little camper guy back in. I want to see again what this all is going to look like, because I think we're about done. I think we're about done for now, honestly. Can't really say that I see anything else I need to do. So, anyway, I can't tip this up, but hopefully you can see what I got going on here. And, well, it looks like this is going to run on into a part 4, but it seems like for sure I'll be getting it done in part 4, fully done, lay the track, all that, glue it down, and we'll be ready to make a run. So until next time, thanks for watching. Subscribe, like this video, share it out, tell your friends. Check out my website. I will have pictures of this when it's done there, but check out my website for other things that I have going on that you might like. So I'm gonna call this a wrap, and thanks for watching.